Someone said something before. Irresponsible is the obvious one. Anything else? Yes. Now, how many of you would say you're leaders? Just by a show of hands. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Leadership. Once you come to a certain age, in effect, you take responsibility of your own life and the direction that it goes. And it's a choice. It's not like you hit the golden age of 16 and suddenly you're responsible, you're a man or you're a woman and I lead my own life. It's a choice that you make. Every single person desires to be a leader in some capacity or another. How much of that you believe is true is obviously dependent on your situation or circumstance at the time. But even if you don't desire to be a leader of a group or a leader of things, you want to ultimately lead your own life. What are some of the things that come to your mind when you think responsibility, apart from the ones that we've got up there? Position. Having a position. Okay, what do you mean by that?
When you're responsible, you can have a position.
Okay.
Taking
Ownership, taking action. Okay.
Myself and the director at Keys House were both teachers. So to go into a session and to see how well it was run, the effort that's gone into the resources, the professionalism, the responses that were coming from the young people, it was just amazing. And also how we got drawn into taking part in the session was brilliant. So as soon as we went to that first session, we knew that it was something that definitely had to be run at Keys House.
I quite enjoyed the Goldmine sessions. It helped broaden my outlook on life. It helped me understand that we always have a choice. Everything we do, we're responsible to a certain degree, and it's about how we take the next step, our response to actually change our outlook and to change our destiny.
It's like so much of the books and material I read around all condensed in a session, and you have people talking about their dreams and their visions, and you can see people growing in confidence.
I don't want to keep track of my old self, but I believe now I'm more knowledgeable. Speaking with other people really opened my mind just to more ideas and how their thought process works. And with that, I believe that would help me, incorporate that through other people's influence into how I can better my life.
The sessions have been really amazing. They've been really cool, very informative, very fun, interactive. It's been really nice to meet different people from different walks of life, to find out how they deal with their thoughts and how they deal with, their behaviours in certain situations, and just kind of the power of the mind, mainly.
An effective leader, they will have a vision, have an idea, but then they will consult with other people to find out what is it that the people that I'm leading want. So if you look at the leading brands, as they call it, they're brands that appeal to people's needs. Apple, Nike, all of these functional things that they appeal to people's needs, their wants, their desires.
Keys House has been a real difference from other Goldmine sessions. Every group has, its own, way of thinking, has its own way of, understanding the session, or way of approaching the sessions. And I think Keys House, everyone's come to the sessions, ready to learn, ready to listen. There's been a real passion to come and understand the sessions, to gain from the sessions as well.
My favourite session would be the responsibility session. I think it helped me understand responsibilities even more so in my hands than I thought previously. I think we live in a society where it's quite a blame culture. And as one of the speakers said, everything is an entitlement culture. We always feel like we're entitled to something, but in this world, nothing comes free. And we have to work hard. Everything that we once saw, everything that's envisioned, it used to be a vision. And now it's been fabricated into reality. So it helps us to understand that if reality is socially constructed, we're able to construct our own reality.
Passionate. Awesome.
I plan to deliver my own workshops at some point, and transfer these knowledges and these skills to other young people.
I think each and every day, I'm getting better and better, especially doing these sessions. Now that these sessions are over, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. So I don't know. So I think I'm just going to try to remember, just read more books. I think that's what I'm doing nowadays. I'm just going to keep reading books, just accumulating knowledge to the best of my abilities.
I'm just going to keep building my vision and my plan and help to inspire others by what I've learned from these sessions as well.
It's been, it basically, let's just say it came at the right time. You know, the information I received has been exactly what I needed at this time. What I've learned is not something that I can just slip away from or forget. It's something that, you know, has gone into practice. Not that you may have not known a few of these things, but it's just that it brought it back to light, you know, that a few things, you know, sometimes you can blame, you know, there's a lot of things that you can blame it on. You know, you can blame someone here, someone there, but it's when you actually sit down and you analyze everything, you realize you're actually responsible for a lot of things.
I believe that Goldmine sessions are beneficial for young people all across London. The fact we live in a time where I believe that the youth are quite forgotten about. I believe with how the current government's heading, I believe they're trying to protect their interests, protect their wealth. And I think more than anything, we need people to focus on the young people who are the upcoming future. And I think more than anything, in some certain neighbourhoods, certain minority backgrounds within the country are being neglected. And I think sessions like this help to scratch out the dirt and to unearth some diamonds, or you can say a rose that's come from the concrete. And I think more than anything, it shows that there is talent out there, and it's about how much attention we show to it. And I think the Goldmine sessions do really highlight this.
It's been really nice because we know the journey that young people have been on throughout the sessions. So we know where their starting point was, we know how their language is changing, how their attitudes are changing, just how they're thinking of things in a different way. And I think that that's been a really good resource for us, as well as picking up things for ourselves within the management capacity. Things that you just need to be reminded about as well has been really useful.